That's not rugby.
All right. We're back! Yes, we got renewed for another episode. So in the last one we did fullbacks. If you haven't watched that one, check it out now. It was very informative, I think, and very vibe-ish, really. Not a huge lot of statistics and stuff, but when it comes to the fullbacks, really, there are just so many to choose from, and they are so freaking good that it's they're kind of self-explanatory, really. Now, I didn't really use any footage from any NRL games, State of Origin or Internationals, because I'm pretty sure they will get copyright stricken. So what I've done instead is linked the highlights videos in the description so you can check them out for yourselves. Now, if you're someone who already follows the NRL, I think you probably already know what these guys are like. But if you're someone who's new to rugby league, if you're someone who follows more rugby union, then maybe you almost definitely won't know what they're like. But I can assure you they are... top quality, and this is why I've made this video, because Australia did so poorly at the World Cup that you would think that perhaps, you know, you've got countries like South Africa, New Zealand, France, Ireland, England, who've got such deep talent pools, and you really struggle to choose a team like South Africa, for example. You really struggle to choose. Lots of guys get left out, in fact, and both South African and Kiwi players play all around the world in different teams. You know, ones that come to mind for Ireland, you've got Bundy Aki, James Lowe. For Scotland, you've also got a couple of Kiwis there, and Duan van der Merwe, Paul Willemse for France. So, you know, they are overflowing with talent in these countries. Australia, on the other hand, seems to be really lacking for top quality talent. I think in particular in the back line, we saw, especially in the key positions like fly half and fullback, that they were really struggling. So I'm making this video to show that Australia has a huge amount of strength and depth. Actually, Australia is good at rugby, right? Before you say anything, okay. You're also probably wondering why I'm defending Australia so much. Don't worry about it. I'll explain it soon. Maybe. For Patreon. Maybe just for Patreon if I actually get Patreon going. And anyway, I'm going to go through all the positions. Started off with fullback last time. Now we're looking at right wing. Of probably all the positions in a rugby league to rugby union, wing is the one which requires the least amount of change, because they're the same. You know, they stand on the side. They whinge and moan about being cold. They just finish off the tries and get all the glory while everyone else does all the hard work. So it's, you know, it's the same in both codes, really. So simples. I'm going to try and prioritize players who played for the Kangaroos and or State of Origin, because as well, if you play for State of Origin, that kind of means that you, at least to a certain extent, feel your allegiance lies with Australia in some form or another, and you grew up there, at least, or you're from there. First one we're going to start off with is Selwyn Cobbo. So what do we say about this guy? He is 21 years old. He is Aboriginal or First Nation individual, maybe Torres Strait Islander. I tried to look, I could just find that he was Aboriginal. So anyway, by the by, he's a Indigenous boy, and that's always good to have Indigenous players. I don't know if you've noticed, but the Wallabies have a grand total of 0 Indigenous players. Other sports like the NRL, AFL have a shed load more, and I think they've got a lot to offer, not only in terms of playing ability like someone like Cobbo, but also in terms of character. You know, we're going to look at other Indigenous players later on the series who really add some personality and color and just add so much to this this great patchwork of cultures we have in Australia and the world. So Selwyn Cobbo, he's freaking massive. He's 190 centimeters, which is about 6'3", and it says that he's 99 kilos on any source I could find, but there's no way. There's no way. Look at him, 190 and 99. No, he's definitely put on a bit of timber. Anyway, 99 kilos. He is deceptively quick. If you look at his highlights reel, he has scored some tries where he really looked like he shouldn't have done. His leg speed is not really fast. He's not got very fast legs. He kind of reminds me a little bit of the way that Usain Bolt runs. I mean, he's not Usain Bolt, but, you know, because he never looks like he's running that fast. His legs are not pumping very hard, especially if you look at the try in the first State of Origin match in Adelaide, where Reece Walsh passes out to him. Great pass, by the way. Watch the fullback video. I don't have that clip, but, you know, I talk about Reece Walsh. And he has no right scoring that try. He bumps off two defenders to score it right in the corner. Another one he scored against the Raiders this year. Well, speaking of scoring, he has 49 NRL appearances, all for the Broncos, I believe. And in those 49 appearances, he has scored 37 tries. And this season just gone, 2023, he scored 20 tries out of 24 games. So, yeah, that is pretty good. But just to show how good his attack is, he got 39 line breaks from those 49 games as well, which is amazing statistics. So yeah, he really reminds me of, if I tried to compare him to someone in Union, he would probably be a bit like Duan van der Merwe. Tall, big, tall, strong, big, tall, strong, big and tall, and strong, and fast and big and strong and tall, and fast and strong and tall and big. You know, they even kind of looks, they even look similar, kind of. If you really look, you know, if you've got cataracts. I mean, just imagine, you know, the way that Duan van der Merwe, Scotland's proudest son, what an impact he has made. I would just love to... It's kind of a shame, really, that there are players like Selwyn Cobbo, who's big, strong, fast, skillful, and also of an underrepresented ethnic group in the world of sport. It's such a shame that most people around the world don't get to see him play, and it's especially a shame for Australia, because imagine having a gigantic winger in the likes of Lote Curie, Sailor Moon, I think that was his name, and how effective they were back in 2003. I mean, obviously there's still opportunity as well. Like I said, he's 21. Really, if Australian rugby wanted to target anyone, it should be him. So, go on, get him, get on, get him. Okay, second one I want to talk about is Brian To'o. Brian is 25 years old. He's pretty experienced already. 3 times Premiership champion. 3 times Premiership champion with the Panthers already. So, you know, pretty freaking good. He scored 66 tries from 93 NRL games, 4 out of 9 for New South Wales, and 5 out of 7 for Samoa. Now, I know what you're thinking.
Mate, you said that you were only going to do Kangaroos players, and so, you know, he plays for Samoa, so, you know, you can't have him in. What are you doing, mate?
To that I say, shut up, shush, shut up. Now, looking through all the wingers in the NRL, a lot of them are not Australian. However, Brian To'o, despite playing for Samoa, was born and raised in Australia. He is from Mount Druitt, which I think is where Kurtley Beale was from. Still is from. And he plays for New South Wales. So, I would therefore say that there is a reasonable chance that if given the choice in union between Manu Samoa and Wallabies, that he might choose the Wallabies, because maybe there's actually less competition to get into the Wallabies than there is to get into the Samoan team. And, you know, yeah, like I said, he's Australian born and raised, so maybe he would. He definitely qualifies. And he is definitely, I would say, good enough. He is, apart from being a prolific try scorer, he is freaking stacked. He is 172 centimeters tall, but 97 kilos. He's freaking stacked. He's solid. He's like a brick, like a fast sidestepping brick. I know I'm kind of maybe overusing the whole, oh, he's like Cheslin Colby, but he's like Cheslin Colby. He's Cheslin Kolb-esque. He's Colby-esque. He's Ches-esque, Cheslin-esque. He's like Cheslin Colby anyway. He's you know, short. He's muscular. He's strong. He's fast. Good sidestep. And apart from all that, he works incredibly hard. For the Panthers, he regularly gets over 100, 150 meters a game, running meters with the ball in hand. And a lot of that is in his own half, because the Panthers have this strategy where if they're in their own half, they often have the backs running it out to give the forwards a breather, and so the forwards can really attack in the opposition half, really batter the sugar out of them. I don't know why you batter sugar, but that's maybe in Scotland you do. But and I think yeah, Australia could really do with a hard-working wing. Yeah. So I mean, there's still time. He's 25. There's definitely time for him to switch over to the Wallabies. Please switch over to the Wallabies, please. Third one we're going to talk about is Valentine Holmes. Valentine Holmes is a very obvious choice. Even though he plays at centre for the Cowboys and the Maroons, for Australia, he predominantly plays on the wing because of his skill set and because of the kind of strength and depth they have in the centres, which we will go on to soon. Don't worry. It's a surprise. He is of half Cook Island descent, which I believe could be Cook Island Maori. I'm not sure. And New Zealand Maori descent, but born in Townsville, Queensland. So although his background is kind of, I guess, Kiwi, he plays for Australia. He's born and raised in Australia, speaks an Australian accent. He's Australia. Not like that, but yeah, he's Australian. He is a prolific try scorer, 92 out of 179 NRL games. When he played for the Sharks, he played on the wing, so he scored a lot more there. Now he plays for the Cowboys, he plays in centre. But his representative statistics are insane. 13 tries out of 16 Origin games, and 20 out of 21 tries scored for the Kangaroos. Insane. On top of that, he has scored 297 goals in the NRL and 10 field goals, or drop goals. 29 for Queensland and 22 for Australia. On top of all of his point scoring ability, he's also 28, just like myself. What am I doing? And so he's got a bucket load of experience, cool head on him. So it would not only bring speed, power, pace, try scoring ability, and goal kicking to the Wallabies, but also experience. And that was especially something that the Wallabies were severely lacking during the World Cup. So yes, please. The fourth one I'm going to talk about is Xavier Coates, who has not played for the Kangaroos. At 22 years of age, he has one game that I can see for Papua New Guinea due to him being born there and also his mum being from Papua New Guinea. His dad is Australian, European heritage, but something I found out is that his dad built, along with the family, a house in his mum's village, I think it's his mum's village, in Papua New Guinea, so that they have somewhere for her family to stay and also for them to come visit. So he's really sort of integrated into the culture. This is awesome. Xavier Coates is an absolute physical specimen. He's again kind of one of these Van der Merwe-esque, giant wingers. He's 194 centimeters and 108 kilos, so big body, and he's fast. He scores tries, 49 in 70 NRL games, and 3 out of 8 for Queensland. I think he's kind of similar to Selwyn Cobbo, but as you'll find out in my 15, which one will pip the other one, if either of them will get in the team at all. So keep them guessing, Shh, you stay there. He's also just a really nice, funny guy. I watched a video of him doing mimes or something, and his laugh was pretty infectious. So. So, I think he really boosts morale to a very moraled Wallabies team. The last one was someone that I wasn't actually going to pick because I thought he wouldn't really qualify. This guy plays for the Kiwis and Tonga. He was Daly M winger along with Jermaine Asako, but then I found out that Dallin Zelezniak actually grew up in Australia. He moved to Australia when he was 5 years old, and therefore, I think that's why he probably played rugby league instead of union, and therefore I think there's a possibility that he would also choose the Wallabies in union if given the chance. I mean, New Zealand's have certainly got enough going for them. They've got enough wingers themselves with what's his name, Jordan something. I don't know if he's all right, I guess. Anyway, this guy is an absolute freak. I mean, just watch his aerial put downs, try scoring in the corner for the Warriors just this season alone. Pretty sick. In terms of this guy's background, it just doesn't seem fair, really. He's Polish, Maori, and Tongan at the same time. Like, that just doesn't seem fair. That seems a bit overkill, really. No one really stands a chance. So hide your wingers, hide your fullback. He's coming in your trial zone area. Great one, good one. So yeah, Vatane Selezniak would be a fantastic option if in this fictional universe he decided to play for the Wallabies. That rounds up my right wingers. So far we have for the fullbacks and for the right wingers. Please comment down below who you would choose as your fullback and right winger. For the fullback, if you can, try and comment on the fullback video, and for the right wing, vote on this one. Who would be your right wing or fullback? You can only choose one, but also please let me know if I've left anyone out you think glaringly obvious. Yeah, let's keep it going. Next one will be outside center. So thank you very much. Like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you I won't see you actually, because you can only see me. I won't see you. So bye.